Hey everybody, welcome to Signals from the Frontline, every Wednesday live show here on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, probably other things I don't even know about because I don't push the buttons. That's what we got the Rhino for.
You should just say like the internet.
On the internet, the whole internet.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us for Signals from the Frontline. This show is brought to you as always by frontlinegaming.org, where you can get your tabletop gaming goodies at a discount all the days of the week. Live blog, all kinds of fun stuff. Check us out. My mom says we're cool.
No, she doesn't.
You're right. Not even my mom thinks we're cool. We're kind of big dorks. Thank you for joining us, though. This show number 708. We're going to be talking about what's going on this week in the Games Workshop hobby. We've got some really exciting releases coming up this week we're going to talk about. But before we get to that, my name is Reese. I am your host. With me is Francois, the lovely and talented.
From France.
From Italy.
France.
Francois Giampapa. He is a confused man.
Eh.
His parents were like, you know what, we can't decide. So it's like a glass of red wine, some escargot, spaghetti.
There you go. See? It's perfect.
So
it all fits.
You combine the powers of France and Italy, you have the most ineffective army in the history of the world.
Ever.
I shouldn't say. Everybody likes to bag on France, but like they actually were super badass.
They team up with badasses.
Dude, Napoleon was
smart choices.
One of the badasses. And in World War I, they really were incredibly brave, considering the shellacking they were taking the whole time.
It's a good choice of words. They were brave. They've always been brave.
Dude, so many Frenchmen died in World War I. I don't blame them for World War II. They're like, you know what? We don't want to do that again. That was awful. So in addition to probably saying historical facts inaccurately, just kidding. I love history. We're going to talk about some cool stuff that is available right now from Games Workshop. So of course, if you want to grab any of this stuff, you can do so in our web store, store.frontlinegaming.org, and you can do so at a discount with free shipping options within the continental United States. For pre-order this week, already sold out of some of it, unfortunately, but there's some really cool stuff. Yeah, GW was like, psych, you're not getting as much as you thought.
They're like, oh, it was more popular than we thought.
That's always fun.
Take that.
Yeah. In the chat, Greening says, it might not be a good army, but it would be the most delicious food.
True. That is very true.
Franco Italia? Yeah, it would be. Stephen Pardo, what's up? All the way from Gibraltar. What's up, dude?
Whoop, whoop.
If you hear us referring to people in chat, if you're listening or watching this on YouTube after the fact, you can join us live in the chat, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We love having everybody. It is a lot of fun. Harkins Aquatics is saying my mic sounds funny to the tech team.
No, that's just his voice.
Yeah, that might just be my voice. I have a weird voice.
It's not his microphone.
So let's take a look at some of the cool stuff available right now. There was Warcry Catacombs. We are currently out of our allocation for that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get more soon. But there is the very cool Necromunda Gang Stronghold and a ton of really neat stuff for Adeptus Titanicus, the Orlok release for Necromunda, and a bunch of other really, really cool stuff. If you want to check that out, head on over to store.frontlinegaming.org, click on the pre-order section, and you will be good to go. All right, let's talk about what's coming out next week.
Ooh.
Next week, we're not going to dive into the rules just yet. We're just going to do a preview of some of the really cool products that are going to be available. 2 Codex supplements, Deathwatch, and also
Space Wolves.
So that's going to be really cool. And another new part of this release is something that they haven't done before, but I think it's really neat. They're coming out with new box sets. They're kind of like the Start Collecting, but I believe they have more points. They're called the 40K Combat Patrol. It gives you everything you need to do, or everything you need for a Combat Patrol army, which I can't remember what the power level is. It's like 1,000 points, right?
Yeah, it's 1,000 points.
And that's played on a 44x30, which we do have 44x30 mats available in the web cart, so you can check those out if you want to grab them. And those are coming out for Deathwatch and Space Wolves. Pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, it is more than Start Collecting. You get quite a bit of stuff. You get Dreadnought, a bunch of Marines.
I'm not sure if it's more, but it's cool.
Is it? It's 500 points and 50 power. No, if it's 50 power level, that's 1,000 points.
We're both wrong. Get out of here.
Am I just a retard?
Probably.
In the chat, people are saying 500 points. Yeah, it kind of does look like 500 points. I can see that. The Dread and the infantry. Yeah, sounds about right. But it's great to get you going with combat patrols. So good value. It's cheaper than buying all the individual components. So not bad. Okay, some people are saying 25 power level. Nobody knows.
It's all over the place. Nobody knows.
I thought power level was 20-1 points to power level.
I think power level is actually 40-1.
I don't think anybody actually knows. It's just a mystery.
Yeah. I think it's just whoever decided.
It's 25 power level, 500 points. That makes sense. Also another really cool release is the Outriders. These are the Primaris Space Marine bikes that have absolutely amazingly good rules, and the models are really cool. Those are also going to be available this coming weekend for pre-order. I'm sure those are going to be extremely popular. Also, we're finally getting the individual release of Gaz.
Yay.
Gaz Golthraka, the big boss orc, and Ragnar Blackmane, who is the big boss space wolf. Well, he's not the big boss, but he's one of the big boss space wolves. So you definitely want to check those out. And we're getting a very phallically, it's not even phallically shaped, it's just a goofy shaped new painting handle. And I have to say, I made fun of these so much, and then I got one, and they're super duper useful.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, super useful.
I think these ones are taller. They look taller.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
It'll be better.
The old one fit my hand perfectly, and I'm 6'2" guy. Like,
I think you're supposed to hold this one like a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Or a glass of wine.
Indeed.
It's fancy.
Kill Team Stream taking a shot at us. Your playtesters, you should know. We don't playtest power level, dude. Duh.
Yeah, we playtest 40K.
Yeah,
not power level.
We don't playtest combat patrol. Some people do, which is not us. And then the other, and probably the most exciting part of this release is what a lot of people have been waiting for a really long time. It's the Imperial Armour Compendium. It's the updated Imperial Armour rules for 40K. They haven't been touched since 8th edition came out. So long overdue. It impacts every army in the game. A lot of units got squatted, unfortunately. But then there's the breaks. My main man, my Space Marine crush, Lias Isidon.
Goodbye.
I will remember you fondly, brother. I'll put a candle, have a vigil for you. I'll remember all the good times we had. Maybe one day you'll come back.
Probably not. He's gone. Sorry.
He gone. That makes me very sad.
And my Plague Toads. Coolest models. And they're gone.
They actually had a model.
I know. I don't know why they didn't make rules for them.
How many Plague Toads do you have, too? You have a ton.
I have 9.
Yeah. 9 fully painted Plague Toads. Maybe you can still use them in AOS.
There counts as plague drones.
There you go, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good and bad. We're getting updated rules, which is good, and a lot of units are gone, which is bad.
Yeah.
But thankfully, a lot of the units getting cut were Space Marine characters that didn't have a model. Good with the bad.
Yep.
So we're also updating our spooktacular Halloween sale as if the awesome Horrorscape at 25% off wasn't enough. We decided to not just double down, not just triple down, whatever times 6 is.
Not just quadruple down, not just
sextuple down. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
6 times.
Yeah, I think it's sextuple.
5 times.
I don't know. Yeah. What is a power level? I don't know. So I don't know anything. I'm just an idiot with a cool mustache.
But our Urban Chaos line is now up for discounts.
Yep, they're all up at a discounted price. That's Urban Chaos, Urban Plague, Urban Change, Urban Corruption, Urban Skull.
Yes.
Holy moly. Those are all very spooky, chaotic, themed mats. So check those out. They're really popular. I have no doubt that a lot of people are going to take advantage of this. So if you wanted to grab one of the Urban Chaos themed mats in any size available, which is a lot, now is a great time to do so. Price is so low, they're spooky. Price is so low.
That was so bad. Keep scrolling. Keep
Price
scrolling.
is so low, they're terrifying.
Next topic. Where's that easy button? Boop.
All right, so let's talk about the rules previews that GW has shown us for Space Wolves, Deathwatch, and Imperial Armour. Frankie, where would you like to begin?
Let's go Imperial Armour, because that's the most exciting one, I think.
Boom!
Boom! So they show you all the units that are in the book, and then they give us those cool Death Corps of Krieg rules. Who's excited? Everybody's excited.
Dude, Death Corps, get excited. You got rules.
Boom. They ignore any or all modifiers when taking morale checks.
Not both?
Any or all. The choice is yours.
Ooh.
And then when a character or a vehicle die on a 4+, you roll that dice. If you roll a 4+, guess what you get to do? You get to attack with that character or vehicle.
So you're telling me my Lehman Russ gets to shoot 50% of the time, hitting on...
But only one weapon, Reese. Don't get crazy on me here. You get one weapon of your choice.
What you're saying is, if my Lehman Russ dies half the time, I'll get to hit with one battle cannon shot.
Yeah, just about.
Quake in fear, chaos.
Watch out. And if you're in close combat, you don't even get to shoot that battle cannon, my friend.
But I also hit on 6s in combat.
Which is extra exciting.
But wait, all right.
There's
so
more.
You're telling me that my company commander, when he dies heroically,
the most fierce close combat warrior in the land,
Abaddon kills him, and he's like, no, Abaddon, there's a 50-50 chance I'm going to punch you in the nuts with my fist. Strength 3, no AP.
That's right.
Yeah. He's going to regret blowing up Cadia.
Who's excited?
I tell you what.
Not a lot of people. And that was all the rules that they gave us. Woo! Okay, now we can go on to Deathwatch, which is actually exciting. Yay! But they also, like we said, show off all the units that are in the book, so you can see if your units are still alive and kicking.
Well,
Hopefully they are.
I'm pumped, I tell you what.
You had to go with that Death
Corps
Krieg army that you got? Woo.
Yeah, well, I don't have Death Corps Krieg.
Our buddy Jason is probably just heartbroken. He's like, no.
Yeah, he actually has a real Death Corps army. Maybe the Death Riders are still good. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Well, they were okay before. But let's take a look at Deathwatch.
Yeah, so Deathwatch are getting all sorts of goodness. So they already got all the new Space Marine units, which are great. And then they get doctrines, but theirs are special. They get to choose each turn which doctrine they use. But they are limited on how many times they can use said doctrines during the game. So Devastator you can only use once per battle, Tactile Doctrine you can use twice per battle, and Assault Doctrine 3 times per what? Battle.
I'm going to go with that. Dang it.
Oh,
I was going to say, I was thinking it.
Yeah.
I still get points for the correct answer. All right.
You're almost there. But that's pretty cool. As you all know, the doctrines are super powerful, and being able to pick is even better.
So are there still reroll 1s to wound?
Yeah, so they have the exact same doctrines. They just get to pick which ones they use.
Oh, so it's the same as the Space Marines.
Correct.
Now, oh, okay. Yep. That's really good.
Very, very good.
All right, well, Deathwatch looking good.
And then they still have the rules for the kill teams. These are where you mix and match different armors and whatnot into the same unit. And then they give you special rules. So you can use like the Omni Scramblers, which is no deep strike within 12 inches as long as you have an infiltrator in the unit. You get the Multi-Spectrum Array ability only if you have an Incursor unit. And then you get the Terror Troops if you have a Reaver in there, which gives you -2 leadership to your opponent's units.
Frankie, tell me your expert opinion. With the awesome Reaver love that we've been getting, are they going to be dominating the tables?
No. Not in Deathwatch, that's for sure.
Coolest model.
I don't know why you would take a Reaver unit, to be honest, or a Reaver inside of your unit, to be honest.
Dude,
-2 leadership is just...
They keep trying to do all this weird stuff. Just give them like AP 2 knives, and all of a sudden they're going to be good.
Yeah, I don't know. They need something.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah. But that's pretty cool. You know, the Omni Scramblers are amazing, especially with how many people are reserving units.
Yeah.
You can protect those objectives.
Well, the funny thing too is now you can split up the units and get benefits, and like you can do crazy stuff with like, oh, I'm going to split off all the bikes.
Yeah. And
they're going to have all these crazy special rules. So I think Deathwatch are going to be quite good.
Oh yeah, they're going to be amazing.
Quite good.
Especially with all their special issue.
Oh, dude, I just saw it.
Yeah.
With the rise of Deathwatch, with their Terror Troop aura, which every good Deathwatch player is going to use.
That's right.
You know where I'm going with this. The counter is obvious.
Death Corps.
You said it. There
it is.
First. There it is.
Ultimate counter to Deathwatch.
Boom. Pro
Death
tips coming at you. Signals from the front line.
Boom.
Still got it, baby.
Somebody beat you to it.
Dang it.
Couch Warrior got you. Then they show all the cool units that you get to add to your Deathwatch army that weren't in there before.
Which is a ton.
Oh, yeah. It's all the new Space Marine units. So
joking aside, they're going to be really strong.
Oh, they're going to be super good.
Yeah.
And then they go over some of the special stratagems that they get. Like if you're fighting those pesky Eldari.
Well, Frankie, first of all, read the name of this stratagem.
Prognostating. I don't know. What is it?
Prognosticating.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. That old GM
Volley.
Papa.
You forgot volley there.
Phonics skill.
Never even seen that word before.
Ooh, engaging oracular ballistic contra auguries.
Who wrote this? That guy's amazing. He's a wordsmith. Jeez, that's incredible.
What?
Rectal.
That guy was like, I'm tired. I can't think of anything.
So here we go. Blam.
So he just threw word salad out there.
It's amazing. That's so good.
Yeah.
Jeez. So anyways, if you use the stratagem and there's an Eldari unit within range and you're trying to shoot them, you ignore all ballistic skill modifiers.
That's actually really good. Except now it's just -1.
It's only -1.
I guess if you have an Eldari unit that's got stacking -2 or 3 because it still can, you still hit on normal ballistic skill. It's okay. It would like in 8th edition this would have been amazing.
Yeah.
In this edition it's good.
It's okay. I don't know if you'll use it all that often, but in the right scenario, it's super good.
Now,
and then
the next one.
Oh, I can read this one. I got this one.
Okay.
Overkill. Got it. Yes.
9 years in, you're nailing it, dude.
So it's 1 CP if you're fighting against those Necrons. After you're done shooting, wounding, and killing, they get -1 to their reanimation protocol.
That's pretty good.
That one's pretty good.
Tomodachi Express coming with a hot burn in the chat. The person naming these stratagems is the opposite person naming FLG maps. Yeah, it's true.
It's
true.
Exactly.
We are not very creative with our names at all.
And then they show off one of their relics. This character gets to add 1 to their toughness characteristic.
Dude.
And then also
it's a hypermorphic body glove of uncertain origin.
There you go.
And it's worn beneath the warrior's armor. Ew, that sounds kind of creepy. That's like a Slanesh thing.
It's like magic. Yeah. So you get +1 toughness, and then also any mortal wounds that you take on a 4+, you do not take that mortal.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
That's a solid relic.
It's neat.
It's pretty neat. It's neato. I give it a solid 2 out of 3 neats.
And then they've got a cool psychic power that they show off. It's a malediction, 18 inches, casting value of 7. Subtract 1 from the attacks characteristic of models in the unit that you cast it on. And then also they can only declare a charge on the closest unit in your army. So that's a very good psychic power. You just put something up there that they actually don't want to charge and make them charge it.
Well, by the time they've moved in the movement phase, that's usually who you're charging anyway. So I don't know how often that's going to come up, but -1 attacks is really good. I guess if you have some unit that can charge really far, like an Eversur or something like that, then it could be really good.
Well, you can use it to protect units that you don't want to get charged too. You just put like 1 unit right in front. And you're like, here you go.
I guess if you had 2 units like really close to each other, like a screen, and then the other unit, then they can't wrap around into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's situational, but the first part of the power is amazing.
Yeah, the -1 attack character.
Yeah, that's super strong.
Super good.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Deathwatch getting some cool psychic powers and stuff. Like they're gonna feel much more like a fully fleshed out army now.
Yeah, I'll bet Deathwatch players are very excited. So.
Yeah. No, I think that's really cool, and it's good to just get some different flavors of Marines because they're so popular right now.
Yeah.
It's nice to get some variety. And if you're a dedicated Deathwatch player like Lou Rollins in the chat, you're just gonna have a field day, baby.
There you go.
All right, Frankie, lay it on me. You and I both like Space Wolves. What is going on with Space Vikings?
So Space Vikings, they don't get to pick their doctrine, unfortunately.
Ooh, but take that.
They still get their +1 to hit if they charge, are charged, or perform a heroic intervention. And also, all units in the army gain heroic intervention.
Which is exceptionally good.
Super good.
Yeah. That's one of those ones that it's easy to miss.
Yeah.
But then when you start using it, you're going to see quickly how incredibly good it is to be able to move in your opponent's turn after they charge. You can screw up all their, a lot of what they're trying to do with their charges. You can block them from moving into different units. Obviously, you can get into combat when you wouldn't have otherwise. It forces your opponent to be really, really cagey with the way that they charge.
Yeah. So I think that'll be really powerful. I mean, just the +1 to hit in close combat is really good for Space Wolves.
It's solid, especially if you're taking, like, because Terminators are so much better now. So if you were taking, like, Wolfguard Terminators with Power Fists, now they're hitting on 3s. Like, anything like that is going to be a lot more appealing. And just with things like Blood Claws and stuff to get a lot of attacks, it really does increase the damage output significantly. Yeah.
And then they gain another special rule, Savage Fury. When the Assault Doctrine is active, any 6 to hit in close combat, they gain 1 additional hit. So exploding 6s.
Well, unmodified 6s.
Yeah, unmodified, all those rules are that now.
Well, because with the +1, you'd immediately be like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, when you got 6s explode and +1 to hit, the net result is going to be a lot more attacks. Yeah. So that's cool. I like it. You know, especially with Wolfen and Blood Claws, again, Terminators, that's really going to start to add up.
Yeah, no, I really like those rules.
Middle Velm, everyone knows that, dude, but there might be some new players to the game, party pooper.
Get out of here.
Jeez Louise.
And then you get to earn a Saga. So these are the special Warlord traits for your characters. So they get to pick a Warlord trait, which usually just benefits them. After they do something special, it activates a new ability for said character. They had this for a little bit, and then I think they took it away, and now they have it back.
I think there was like a typo or something in the codex, if I remember correctly.
But they re-added it.
And really quick, sorry to interrupt you, Agent X-Man in the chat says, Space Wolf Terminators with Thunderhammers or Power Fists, I'm adding that part in, hitting on 2s with Fury of the First stratagem, which is, it's super duper good.
Yep.
Yeah. Terminators are going to have a renaissance. You're going to see a lot of them, I think.
Yeah. So they show off one of the cool Warlord traits. It's called Wolfkin. Your Warlord, anytime that he always has Shock Assault, which is the one where you charge, you get the +1 to hit. And he gets D3 attacks opposed to 1. And then as soon as he kills a model, he creates an aura that does the exact same thing. So everybody counts as charging.
And I really like this. This is what they were trying to do initially with the sagas. It got kind of screwed up.
Yeah.
Because I really like this because the Space Wolves are all about like Viking culture, obviously, where you're building a personal saga. You're being a hero, building your legend, and as they're doing it, it's inspiring the other Space Wolves. It's really cool. It's characterful. It's fun.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
I think it's great. So I'm super excited. And then they show off one of the relics. It's called the Black Death, Reese. Are you scared?
Yes. It's from the sagas of Torvald Fangbreaker, dude. Of Gerd the Bloody.
Ooh, and many other detail the sickening monsters. Weird.
Okay, anyways, whatever, dude.
All right, so it's for your power axe. Switch it out. It's still +2 strength, -2 AP, 1 damage, but you get D6 extra attacks. And it's not like the Chaos D6 where you might poke yourself and not get those attacks. You just roll a D6 and get that many added.
Well, yeah, dude, it's not chaotic, bro.
That's such a dumb rule.
Yeah, I hate demon weapons. Like,
demon weapons are
so annoying. But and now you can't even re-roll it too, right? With
Anyway, so the Black Death is pretty cool. If you're fighting against a lot of hordes, a lot of orcs out there,
with extra attacks.
Black Death.
Yeah, that's super good. The 1 damage is a little lackluster, but obviously it's meant to go and do a lot of attacks.
And then there's another one for Frost Weapon. What's cool about this is it doesn't matter, or you pick what weapons you have. So like Lightning Claws, if you have a power axe, power sword, you can do it to any of those. And if you have 2 Lightning Claws, it affects both of them, which is pretty sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
And you get +1 strength and damage on those weapons. So that makes Lightning Claws pretty tasty.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. And then I was reading that some people are interpreting it as you can only take 1 frost weapon. Is that accurate?
1 frost weapon? Probably it's a relic. So
I'm sure that there's still, well, I would guess that there's still, other versions of Frost weapons in the Codex.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see. All right, let's talk about some of the stratagems.
Ooh, some of these stratagems. So Warrior of Legend, you get to pick another Warlord trait for your character, and he also gains that saga. So pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
You can only use it once per game, though.
Yeah, but you can have a super beefy, badass Space Wolf character, which is exactly what they should have.
Yeah, exactly. And then another one that's called Healing Bombs, and it's for Wolf Priest. You get to heal D3 wounds to a unit that's within 3 inches, and they specify which units: infantry, biker, or cavalry.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things about Space Wolf, Wolf Priests, which are their chaplains. They also kind of act as apothecaries.
Yeah.
So, pretty neat. You get double duty out of one model, which is always good. Oh, boy.
Now, these are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, they do look good.
No. The rules are actually pretty good. The Hounds of Mordecai. So these guys are anti-psychers, and they're Reavers. So there might be some hope for Reavers yet, Reese.
It's a new dawn.
The Hounds of Mordecai.
It's a new dawn for Reavers, man. You've been waiting, hanging in there. GW delivers.
So they have a special rule where they ignore Lookout Sir if they're shooting at a psyker. And they also get to add 1 to the hit rolls
so you're telling me
damage rolls when attacking that character.
That's actually, I was about to make fun of it, but that's actually pretty decent.
Pretty good.
Yeah, because if you take the carbines, do they have to take, can they take the carbines or no?
I think they just get pistols.
Well,
let's see.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep.
I was going to say, well, if you had the carbines, that'd be pretty good, but...
It's still a 12-inch pistol. It's strength 4, AP 2. So yeah, it's not bad.
You could deep strike in and possibly be in range to use it. Because +1 damage, like you'll smoke most psychers pretty easily.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you can get there, that's really good. Especially ignoring Lookout Sir.
Yep. And then runic totems, they can't be affected by psychic powers unless they're the closest model. And any wounds that they lose during the psychic phase on a 4+, they don't actually lose them.
That's really good.
And then they also have an aura where if they're within 18 inches of an enemy psyker, that psyker gets -1 to their check. If they're within 6 inches of that psyker, they get -2 to their psychic check.
That's really good.
Yeah. So this unit is actually pretty good.
I mean, dude, Space Wolf's like, where were you guys for Prospero, bros?
Yeah.
Could have used you. Could have used you. Because we got our asses handed to us.
But anyways, the Space Wolves look pretty tasty. I'm excited for them.
Yeah. I think there's a lot to love. Ready. Plus, even if you don't absolutely love their Space Wolf specific rules, you're still a Space Marine. You're going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to be fine. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the ITC. Of course, if you like the ITC, you like what it's about, you want to support it, see it continue to grow and thrive, you can support it financially via the Patreon for as little as $1 a month.
What?
Boom, boom. For everybody that does support us, we really appreciate it. Helps cover server fees and all the other administrative costs associated with running it. So, current top 5 40K competitive track. Of course, not a ton of events going on right now, so it's a little slow, but we're making the best of it.
Yep.
Dan Salmon's still in first place, followed by Ken Knox, Colin McDade in third, Vic VJ in fourth, and Rude Steenbaker in fifth.
I like it.
Current hobby track top 5, James Weston is in first, Marshall Peterson is in second, Scott Boucher in third, Richard Kilton in fourth, and Dave Danhauser in fifth. Current top 5, Age of Sigmar competitive track, Matt Beasley in first, William Sohaley in second, Jordan Duncan in third, Michael Vaganos in fourth, and Jarrett Zweta in fifth. Hobby track, AOS, Russell Tanner in first, Adam Kamenish in second, Will Reeves in third, Matt Abbott in fourth, and Dan Sanchez in fifth. Current Warhammer Underworld's top 5, Ivan Cho in first, Glenn Dean in second, Jonathan Colson in third, Cody Handler in fourth, and Michael Melody in fifth. Finally, Kill Team current top 5, Rudy Purtu Tontadinen in first, John Sao in second, Lucas Caron in third, Angel Alvarez Serrano in fourth, and Carlos Paz in fifth. Well done to all of our leaderboard leaders.
Get those points, but stay safe.
Yep. All right, let's answer some questions, and then we will wrap it up.
We got one thing. So the new conversion kits that we released, we've been getting a lot of questions on why we made the right-hand side a 12-inch piece.
Yeah.
The reason being,
all of you weird people that have
What were you thinking?
You know, AC or OCD. They're like, why isn't it centered? I'm like, we're going to tell you why, you dummies.
Yeah. Gosh, listen here.
You stupid idiots.
Sit down. So it's 12 inches. The reason being you can store your army within 12 inches. Our display boards are 12 inches, so you can put them there. A piece of paper is bigger than, or smaller than 12 inches, so it fits.
Yeah.
If we went to 6 inches on each side, now those things don't fit. Now you have to put your armies under the table.
Yeah.
You can put your models on the side, but if you have display boards or books or anything like that, they all have to go under the table. So it gives you a place to store things while you're playing. Yeah,
books, player packs, army, casualties, display board. So that's why there's one strip that's 12 inches and not 2 6-inch strips, which a player pack is 8 by 11. A book is usually around that same size.
Yeah.
Everything wouldn't fit on it. It would go onto the play surface. So that's why you
jerks.
Dum-dums. Just kidding. Of course.
Yeah.
All right. And in the chat, fine. It's a me, Reecio.
Oh, jeez.
Had to do it. They asked for it. If nothing else, I'm here to deliver.
That's right.
So yeah, it was to build a sideboard. That's why we did it that way. And it is off center, which triggered some people.
And we will be releasing new designs very shortly as well. So
yeah, Big Nasty Nasto. It's not really cheaper to do it that way, but it's simpler to only print 3 strips in neoprene instead of 4. There's less chance for error.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Benjamin Dustin, you're stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Gonna start abusing,
nice comeback.
Just gonna start abusing everybody in chat. That's gonna be my new strategy.
Get out of here.
Ooh, Levi. You know, that's FLG After Dark. So if anybody else has any questions, slightly short show this time, but well, actually quite a bit shorter.
Quick and to the point.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little lightheaded. The diet and standing here talking, I'm like, oh boy,
the weight loss is getting to you.
I could definitely eat something.
Like, oh no.
Captain Andrews says, "Kill me, Daddy." Custodian Cap says, "Tell us a story." Ty Winning wants to know when our OnlyFans account opens up.
No, just yours, Reese.
Well, it's going to be called Mustache Riders.
You have jackets? Yeah. Make some sweet jackets.
Can Blade Guard go into kill teams? We can't answer any questions that haven't already been shown, but I doubt it. I don't think that they can.
That would be crazy.
Tomodachi Express says, "What is your favorite foods you can't eat?" Yeah, I'm doing the keto thing really quick.
There you go.
To lose the COVID bod. I put on a lot of weight during COVID, like many people did. So now I'm like hitting the gym super hard, doing keto. I'm trying to get back to a healthier weight. The thing I miss the most on the keto thing by far is noodles. I love noodles. I love pasta. I love ramen. That is not awesome. But what, the upside is that I'm eating all kinds of like fatty meat and cheese and nuts and stuff like that. So the keto, I don't want to do it forever. It's not that hard, but once I hit my target weight, I'm going to stop. But yeah.
I'm sure there's a keto friendly pasta.
Yeah, it's probably like fat squeezed into a noodle or something.
It's like bacon pasta. You're like, all right.
Eating lots of bacon is definitely an upside to it. If you do it right, you're basically just consuming fats, which it's not the end of the world, but it's really not as satisfying as eating some like rice and beans or some like pasta or something. So
yeah, you don't get the filler.
It is what it is. Once I'm back down to a better weight, I'll stop it. So
yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us for episode 708 of Signals from the Frontline, everybody. Make sure to go in and check out that awesome, spooktacular sale where you can get Horrorscape or any of the Urban Chaos mats at a nice discount. Give yourself a nice Halloween gift and have a great weekend. Enjoy your week. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you all next Wednesday.